Hello, Aries. Welcome to your weekly reading for August 15th to the 21st. This is for Aries, Sun, and Rising. And if you're new to my channel, I do a traditional Celtic cross spread, but I also use astrology and my guides to help bring a lot more clarity to your reading. I do this because I want it to feel more like a personal reading rather than a general reading. Now, this week, August 15th to the 21st, listen, pretty good week, okay? Really good week. I want you to watch out for Thursday. Mark it on your calendar, Aries, all right? Because that day, Venus is trining Jupiter, and that's amazing. We have two benefics in fire signs, so just wait. You'll see. You'll feel good that day. You could get some news that day. Some great things could happen in terms of love too. Of course, I can't start the reading without mentioning Mars going into Gemini. Now, if you're into astrology, astrologers have been talking about this all year. Mars is going into Gemini on Saturday. This is crazy because it's going to be in Gemini for 7 months, okay? Listen, Mars spends maybe 6 to 8 weeks in a sign, right? Before it moves on to the next one. 7 months, y'all. 7 months. It's going to retrograde between November and December. But listen, Aries, that's your third house of communication. This is crazy because Gemini, the planet of communication, right? And Mars is all about action. So listen, expect a lot to happen. Third house also rules siblings, if you have siblings. It rules a lot of things. That's why we do tarot to get to the bottom of it. What's going on for you. Now, Aries, let's go ahead and get started with your reading for August 15th to the 21st. Now, Aries, as I said, this is for Aries, Sun, and Rising. I do a traditional Celtic cross spread. It's what my clients prefer, all right? Now, if you want to get a private reading, you know where to find me. Secondly, Aries, if you are new to my channel, it would be so great if you like and subscribe. I would really appreciate it. And if you are a subscriber, I extra appreciate it. And I love you all. All right? Thank you so much for being here. Now, let's go ahead and get started, Aries. Listen, I'm not going to lie. This is going to be a week. This is going to be a week. All right, now, we started off pretty good, didn't we? We got the Empress. All right, the Empress came up in your past area. So, Empress, lots of abundance. There's some Aries. Hey, congratulations if you gave birth, if you had a child. Please leave a comment if you did. I want to congratulate you personally. Listen, we love the Empress. This is all about abundance. You can see the symbol of Venus all over her. There's a lot of protection. You can even see it in this the heart-shaped shield here. All right, a lot of protection. This is very earthbound. Listen, when we talk about Venus is a planet of love, right? Beauty, money, all those things we desire. Okay, this is really great. This is where you're coming from. And if you are a mom, great job. You've been doing a great job. You've been amazing, okay? And if you are just some sort of maternal figure for, maybe you're a teacher, maybe you're a counselor, listen, we appreciate you, okay? And you're doing amazing. Now, look at where that's led you. You got the Emperor, all right? Not only did you get Miss Mama Earth here, Miss Universe, you got the Emperor, the daddy of the tarot deck. Very father figure related. But listen, you got them both. This is very powerful, Aries. You are going to have a powerful week. And as you know, well, maybe you don't know, but this is your card. This is ruled by Aries. You can see the symbol of the ram all over his throne. This is power. This is authority. This is you calling the shots. You making the calls. You have the world in your hand. You have the Egyptian Ankh in the other hand, representing life, okay? Fully protected. A lot of passion. You see that red? Passion and power. Success with that crown. Long white beard for wisdom. You're in a good place this week, Aries. You're in a really good place this week. And I love that. You're like in your element, okay? So that's really good. Don't forget that. Don't forget the power you have. One thing I do want to remind you though, with great power comes great responsibility. All right? So, when we have that type of power, use it in a very positive way. Now, you also got the 10 of Cups. However, came up in your challenge area, challenging the Emperor. You sitting in that throne. I want you to do something this week, Aries. I really want you to think about where you are in your life right now, and if the things that you want are truly making you happy, okay? Now, when the 10 of Cups shows up, and you know, you got this before, and I got the same energy before, and it's only come up with Aries. It's really interesting. One thing about this card, even though it is, you know, they've reached the end, it's kind of like this culmination of just joy, pure joy, a lot of happy energy here, a lot of family energy. You can see the rainbow with the cups in the rainbow, okay? That's over their heads. That's a lot of enlightenment. However, in your challenge area, one thing I want to point out, listen, sometimes it feels like that happiness and joy is a little staged, right? If you look at this card, it kind of looks theatrical, right? Like they're putting on a show. So, for you, Aries, take some time thinking about that, okay? With this power you have this week, think about if there is a disconnect with what you want moving forward, what is going to make you happy. Don't just communicate with those people in your life. Communicate with yourself, all right? Your spirit guides, whatever you believe in, okay? Whether it's God, the universe, connect with yourself, figure it out, okay? Figure out what might be the thing, if there is something blocking you in terms of reaching that completion or having reached this great point in your life, but there's still something inside where it feels like a disconnect. All right, now in your head, listen, you got the crown, or in your crown, you got the 8 of Cups. So this is good. It looks like you're moving away from something, and it looks like something that actually might be actually good for you, okay? But the reason why you're moving away is because you know something's better, all right? And that is having to do with the Emperor, all right? In the heart of your spread, you have so much power now. Think about that, okay? Think about where you want to go moving forward. There's going to be a lot of energy with Mars and Gemini for the next couple months. I'm not going to lie, especially because Jupiter in Aries in your sign right now. Remember, Jupiter is retrograde, okay? Not only Jupiter, Neptune, Pluto, Saturn. I mean, a lot of those outer planets, all right? But with Jupiter retrograde, all that means is it's in low power mode. We can't always rely on luck or, you know, life to just hand us like teddy bears and box chocolates or whatever. Sometimes you have to work for it. And this is good because it looks like some of y'all Aries want to move away from a certain situation. Some of y'all have, okay? Now, listen. I know why. All right, you got the Ace of Pentacles. All right, you got the Ace of Pentacles in the root of your spread. Ace of Pentacles, come on, that is the biggest pentacle you've seen in your life, right? Huge. Universe, the hand of God, right? Coming out of nowhere, offering the. This is what you want. You want these new things. You want these new realities. You want a change in work. You want. There's a lot of Aries, and the message that's coming through is there's a lot of Aries who feel like you're not being compensated for what your value is, okay? Think about that this week, okay? Think about that really hard. Let's manifest that now, okay? Now, here's the thing. You got another 8, okay? You got another 8. 8 is a very active card, okay? Even though she's bound up, blindfolded, listen, this is not passive. This is coming up in your future, okay? This is in your future area. There is going to be a point this week where you may feel a little isolated. You may feel like the victim, okay? This is the victim card. Nobody put her there. She put herself there. She put that blindfold on. She's literally literally out of touch because she's bound up, all right? She can't touch a thing. So, here's one thing I want you to notice. She believes she built a fortress, where in fact, she built a prison, okay? Suits, the mental suit, right? Or swords are the mental suit. So there could be a point where you feel at some point this week where there's just too much going on, okay? And there's a lot happening with you in terms of your direction, right? I want you to remember that power that you have this week, okay? You can get out of this. You can take off that blindfold. I think there's a lot of, there's like a lack of clarity, if that's resonating with you, all right? For some Aries, there may be a lack of clarity in terms of where you do want to go in the future, what you do want, what are these blockages, what is happening. And then look, you got death, all right? You got death clarifying the Eight of Swords, okay? Now, you've been with me long enough to know what this card means. It doesn't mean literal death came in your future area, okay? Once you take off that blindfold, boom, listen, major transformation, major transformative energy, okay? Death, what is death? Death is nothing but a point in time, all right? This is indicating transformation, end of one chapter, moving on to the next, all right? And we're talking major life cycle here, all right? It is a major arcana. Now look, you can see the white rose and the white horse both representing purity, okay? You can see that it is a skeleton on a horse, but listen, out of our body, what endures the longest, Aries? It is the skeleton. This has a long shelf life. Now, you can also see the dead king and the common folk. Death happens to everyone. Change happens to everyone. New life cycles happen to everyone. The good news, look, in the background, okay? You see the sun breaking out on the horizon. The sun is the most important symbol, not only in tarot, but in the world, all right? So that's you going into this new life chapter, and it's a very promising one, all right? Get out of your head, all right? Get out of your head. You're in the throne, all right? Use that power in that throne, that wisdom, that literally that wisdom, that passion, that everything that you've worked for sitting in that throne. That is your card, Aries, all right? Use that to get out of your head, all right? Now, listen, Aries, let's get to your stuff. I love this for you, Aries. I love this for you, okay? Now, of course, I knew that was going to come up. Okay, interesting. I knew that was going to come up, and this is interesting too because you got the Temperance, and I freaking knew it. All right, here we go. Let's get started. You got the Three of Wands. Listen, Aries, go, all right? Go for it. Go for it. Anything holding you back, go for it. You have so much power right now, okay? You pulled your own card, the Emperor. You got the Emperor and the Empress. Listen, that's a power couple right there. Go, okay? Go for it. Go for it. Whatever this new thing that you've been thinking about, whatever you have been walking away from, go for it, all right? This is all about, look at all that yellow. That's a lot of joy. That's a lot of new freshness. That's a lot of sunlight. All right? We're done planning. All right? Here's the thing. There is something that, this came up in your external factors area. It has to do with money. All right? I'm not going to lie. There's a lot of money stuff going on here. Aries, it looks like you want more money. Now, listen, here's the thing. This, obviously, you can see him juggling the Two Pentacles, but the Two Pentacles are bound in the sign of infinity. He can be doing this his entire life and do it well, all right? But do you want to do this for the rest of your life? Do you want to juggle all these different things in your life right now? Don't you want to just drop on those pentacles, make a decision, and move forward? I think you do, all right? So go for it. You could be making a decision, all right? You could be in the process of making a decision, and listen, I want you to know, if something comes through and it's not what you want, be grateful. Just be grateful, even if it's not what you want, okay? Let's say you're looking for a new job. Let's say you're looking for a home right now. Let's say you're looking for, a boyfriend or a girlfriend. Whatever it is, be grateful, even if it's not what you want, okay? Because you did get the Four of Cups, okay? This is saying there could be something that comes along that isn't quite what you wanted. it really is your reaction that matters, okay? You can see this young man here. He's bored, all right? I'm not going to lie. You are too, Aries. You're a little bored in the moment, all right? With whatever situation this is. That's why you're moving forward. That's why you've got this blindfold on. Now, here's the thing. We can talk about being grateful, all right? We can talk about the laws of attraction. We can talk about how we're all one. Now, listen, we can also talk about energy, but I'm not going to do that because you can go through my my older readings and see how much I talk about, because it's the most important thing, okay? At the end of the day, not everybody gets opportunities, okay? So if you get an opportunity come up this week and it's not quite what you wanted, you hold your head high, you thank the universe, and you say, thank you so much for this. I feel truly blessed. It's not what I want right now. I'm still looking for this other thing, but thank you, right? We want that kind of attitude, not like him. You know what he's doing? He's crossing off his heart. Okay? You're not like that, Aries, all right? You're not like that. He has 3 full cups. You see the universe giving him another cup, and look at him. He ain't got no blindfold on. He's literally, that cup's eye level, and he's just like, all right. So Aries, listen, you're gonna have to make some sort of decision this week, and listen, I have no doubt in you, because you did pull your own card, the Emperor, in the heart of your spread. You have a lot of power. I think you know how to use it. Also judgment, okay? Also judgment. So there could be a moment where there's a lot of karma attached to a lot of what's going on here, and in general in life. So once you get past, this is more like a test if you think about it, all right? If something comes along and it's not what you wanted, and you're just like, ugh, right? This is more like a test, how you react, because eventually you're going to hear the blow of the trumpet, all right? You're going to have an awakening, spiritual awakening. I think you're going to be so proud of yourself now. It looks like you just don't, you want to make more money, okay? You want to make more money, and there are some Aries out there who are feeling a little pressure, all right? I know the economy's wobbly right now. I know there's an inflation going on. People are penny pinching, all right? But if that's what you need, if that's what you want, money, put your energy toward it, all right, Aries? Put that energy toward it, and you will get it, because at the end of the day, you got Temperance. Now, I'm just going to say this one time only, all right? This is a card of balance. This is a card of moderation. This is, Temperance tells us, take it step by step, day by day, all right? Now, the fact that it came up in your final outcome area, Aries, listen, there are some Aries who are going through this moment right now. Not only am I getting the energy, but this is clear as day. There are so many Aries right now who's a little impatient, a little frustrated, possibly, with how things are going, okay? Aries, y'all are fiery. Y'all are dynamic, all right? With Mars and Taurus, listen, things have slowed down a little bit after it went out of your sign, so I just want you to remember that at the end of the day, patience is key, all right? Patience is key. If let's say you're stuck in traffic, Aries, are you going to get out of your car with a baseball bat and hit a bunch of cars? No, you're not going to do that. You're going to be patient, and you're going to use that moment to think about the positive things in your life and how you can manifest them. All right, Aries? That is what we do, okay? I don't want you to be all over the place this week. I want you to focus all your energy on the things that you want, and I want you to be patient, because they will come, all right? Remember, you got the Death card. You're about to enter this new chapter, this new phase, all right? Temperance is all about balance. There are people who, even, I think there was a comment last week, someone had said, well, this hasn't happened yet, and this hasn't happened yet, and blah, 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 blah. Listen, first, let me remind you, astrology is, well, first you got to read your rising sign too. Aries, if you're not reading your rising sign, you're only getting half the picture. I made the analogy that astrology, your horoscopes, it is almost like a jelly donut, okay? So, your sun sign, who you are, that's the jelly. Your rising is the dough, all right? They don't go, they go together. You have to read both to get the full picture, okay? Also, made the analogy, listen, these readings, whether it's tarot, any sort of divination, think of it as you being in a nightclub, all right? You know that DJ is going to drop the beat. You just don't know when, but it's going to be around that time when you're in that nightclub, all right? So, listen, things will happen. You have to be patient, okay? There's a lot of things here saying that, it's almost interesting because you're ready to go, you're ready to move forward. You have so much power. You got the green light. I mean, but there's something within you that's definitely holding you back. All right, so spend some time with that. Remember, I love that you pulled your own card, clarified for the future, new life chapter. Okay, so Aries, be patient. The universe is on your side, and so am I, Aries. I love you so much. Thanks for tuning in, and I will see you next week. All right, bye-bye.